This is Kevin F. Pope, back with another video. Now today marks a couple of little monumental moments. Now I'm actually filming this video on the 15th of May, and I will be posting this video on my birthday, the 16th of May. So yeah, but there's also another monumental point on, I'm going to call the monumental point the 15th and the 16th, because it's 6 months since I came out. So because when I came out, I did 2 posts on Facebook. I did one which was a video, which I posted on my channel, that I've added pictures. That the original video just had audio, and I added some pictures for that audio with that video, and that was, I came out, and then I officially came out on Facebook on the 16th. So so yeah, that was my process of, that was my coming out when I officially became, and when I officially came out. Now, in those 16 months, I wouldn't say there's been changes, because there isn't changes, but it's a journey, it's a discovering, it's finding things about yourself, okay? Now, in my initial coming out, I came out as bisexual, okay? I've posted a few videos where I came out as bisexual, and there is some truth there, and I didn't want to be one of those people that came out as like, okay, I'm really gay, but I'm coming out as bisexual as a gateway to come out as gay. I came out as bisexual because I just went through everything. I'm like, okay, I've had feelings for girls and I have feelings for guys, so I must be bisexual. The more I think about it, if you're really going to place it down on how I am, while I find men and women attractive, I'm not interested in women. It's a challenging thing for me, because I thought I must be bisexual. And there's definitely, in the past, there's been girls I've liked. There was one girl in particular I talked about in my video that I really liked, and things didn't work out. I want to add something on that. Now, if this gets out, I'm not naming names. This is in my teen years. So if somehow somebody sees this video, or this person sees this video and they know who I'm talking about, my intention is not to single you out, okay? I'm keeping the name confidential, so if anything, only acquaintances of mine who knew me growing up may know who this person is. And I'm sorry if I do, but part of my discovering about myself, like kind of reflecting on the past, because I did really like this girl. There's some things looking back on I still don't understand. I had many opportunities. I could have kissed this girl. and I didn't. I never did. And I don't know why. I don't know if it was because subconsciously I knew that I was into guys, even though I did not know personally that I was into guys. I don't know. It could be some other reason. It's one of my biggest regrets in life. I still wonder to this day what would have happened if I would have kissed this girl. Would I have felt anything, or where would have things be? Would it have changed the relationship? I don't know. I don't know if I was going to get this personal in this video or not. But while we're on the subject of labels, this is what I really want to talk about. I don't want to label myself. And I talked about that in my first video as well. I don't like labels. I don't like people being boxed in. And so as I've discovered that, oh, well, maybe, like, am I bisexual? Am I gay? Am I, I kind of like maybe saying, like, I'm gay, a little bit bi, or, and sometimes I might use these words in the future. I may. I'm not saying, because there is something in saying, like, that moment when you say, I am gay, or I am bisexual. I mean, it's that moment of acceptance, of accepting yourself and announcing that to other people. And so there is power in these words. And so I'm not going to fully condemn the use of using these words. But what I don't want to do is put myself in a box. And saying that, okay, if I say I'm bisexual, then okay, I can like guys, I can like girls, and no one's gonna say anything on it. Or if I say I'm gay and then I like a girl, and then people are gonna go, well, wait a minute, you're gay, why do you like a girl? You're supposed to only like guys, or whatever it may be. It's like, we shouldn't do this. When you like somebody, it should be about that you like them. Okay, so, but regardless of how I identify myself, gay, bisexual, or any other identity, there's one fact that's remained the same in all of this. One thing that I know. I like guys. That's one thing that I will tell people. I'm not afraid to tell people I like guys. It's something throughout all of this that has not changed. And I'm not ashamed of it. As you see, I've got my Pride shirt. I have to say, I got this shirt a couple months ago, and I was so excited when this shirt came. And there was just something about when I put it on for the first time, and I'm just like, I feel proud wearing this shirt. I feel there's just so much pride that comes in it, and I love that feeling. And to expound on that, that's something I want to continue on this continuing coming out story for me. Through most of my life, even though it took me so long to come to this acceptance within myself, and early on in my life, I didn't necessarily realize I had any of these feelings, or when I started to realize when I had these types of feelings, Again, I can reflect. I can think about certain moments. I'm like, okay, let's see, 14, 17. Okay, you know what? Maybe there's some times that, yeah, I probably noticed that guy. I probably noticed that guy. Not probably, I did. And I didn't think anything of it back then. Looking back, I'm like, wow, you had these feelings long before then. You didn't realize it. I didn't realize it. When I started realizing I did have these feelings and how much that scared me and shutting them up inside me, holding them back, turning away when I was attracted to a guy. It hurt. It was painful inside. It was hard. But now I've come to this point in my life that I can look at guys and I'm like, wow, I find that guy attractive. And when I can talk with other people and say, hey, I find that guy attractive, it's such a better feeling. It's so much. And I don't know how many of my friends and family are going to see this video, and you're going to hear some of these things. Some of this I've said you may have never heard from me before, but it's time that I let this out. I don't know where my life's going to lead me. I'm a little frustrated right now. I'm not meaning to make this a pity party. I've come out, but I've yet to go on a date with a guy. It isn't for lack of effort. Maybe I could put more effort. I don't know. I'm so new at this, I don't know where to meet people or find out if a guy is into guys. I mean, you like somebody and you're like, oh, I don't know if they like guys or not. And it's hard. It's frustrating. And unfortunately, I've already had 2 bad experiences. I liked someone. First guy I liked since I came out. This was a big deal for me. Like, wow, I'm out. I like this guy. I don't know why I like this guy so much, but I really like this guy. He totally ghosted me. It's not fun when you tell somebody you like them. It took me so long to work up my courage and finally tell this guy that I liked him. And he just walked away. That hurt. It hurt so bad. And you know, you can't force somebody to like you. And I don't want people to pretend to like me or force themselves to like me. I don't want people to pretend to like me or play the pity card. I'm looking for someone who likes me for me. But if you're not interested, don't let somebody just sit and drown and stuck in that wonderment of do they like you or not, because you don't know until you find out directly from that person. You don't know. There are many reasons why a person may not be talking to you, and you wonder, like, do they like me back? Are they just as shy as I am? Do they not like me and don't want to talk to me? I don't know. But just ignoring that person is one of the worst things that you can do. Don't ever ghost someone. If you don't like someone, be upfront and honest. You don't have to be mean and horrible about it. But be upfront and honest. If there's anything in my life, I've had some bad relationships with girls. And I wish that I hadn't led things on when I knew I wasn't feeling things back. And I never want to do that to someone again. I don't want to lead somebody on. It doesn't help that. It's not fair to them, and it's not fair to you. And so it's better just to be upfront and honest from the beginning. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard being rejected. But you know what? I would have had so much more respect for this guy if he would have just told me from the beginning, hey, sorry, I'm really not into ya. So that wasn't the greatest of experiences. And then the next one, I actually didn't even meet this guy was someone that I tried a dating app. I figured, you know what, let's just do it for fun. Let's just do it for fun. Nothing has to come of it. Just do it for fun. And I ended up messaging someone and ended up getting a date, actually. And I was so excited for this date. And it's like, oh, well, I cannot wait to meet this person. And they didn't show up. So I've already been ghosted and stood up. Real confidence boosters, huh? I know this is kind of become a downer, and you know what? I'm frustrated right now because you hear so many stories of people like they come out and it's like life is so much better. Life is like, oh, I'm so much better, and there is a lot of things. Like I said, it's so great that I can actually talk about when I like somebody. But I'm frustrated that I've still yet to go out with anybody. And I know I've turned a few guys down. I'm not going to go over the reasons why. I have my own personal reasons. But I wanted to be honest and I didn't want to lead anybody on. Much like in my experience, I don't want to do that to somebody. Like I said, you can't force somebody to like you. I don't know why it's so hard to find a nice guy that you can just talk to. Over the years, I've had, even when I was dating girls, I dealt with rejections. And it was hard there too. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. Rejection is hard. Dating's challenging. Maybe we make it harder than it has to be. Maybe just find somebody, be friends with somebody, and then somewhere things will develop. But I don't want to just go, it's like, hey, you're my best friend, we should date. That's a little awkward. I mean, if things develop, it should be something that develops natural, or I don't know. I'm not putting this out as a call. It's like, oh, any single guys out there, nice single attractive men out there looking to date me, give me a call. No, that's not what this is about. I guess I'm just getting my frustrations out. But like I said, I'm still at the beginning stages. I've come out, but I'm still coming out. I'm finding myself more and more, like, I'm not changing into a new person, into a new personality, like, oh, well, now that I'm out, I need to be like this and do this and da 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 da. And that's something I don't want to do. Unless it's something like, hey, this sounds kind of fun. I'm like, I've never tried this before. Why not? I don't know. But it's got to be something that, okay, I'll give it a go. I am going to Pride in a couple weeks. I'm really excited. It's my first Pride. So I honestly don't know what to expect. I really don't. There's actually a group with my work that we're doing, because in my work we've got this group with kind of alliance between straight and LGBT, and it's a really cool thing. And we have a float in the Pride Parade, and for my work I'm helping decorating that float and get to walk in the Pride Parade. I may not walk in the whole parade because I want to see the parade as well, so I may just walk a little bit in the parade and then just watch the rest of the parade. So I am excited. I should give you an update on how Pride goes. So I will. And I really don't want to end this video on a downer. So you notice in my background, some of the stuff I've had before in my backgrounds. I'm kind of starting to establish more of my backgrounds, because I don't want just a plain boring background, but I want my backgrounds to reflect me and my personality. So I've talked in previous videos about some of the stuff, like all of your Shazam stuff. I've got another little Shazam thing. Little spoiler, but it's not going to be a spoiler if you haven't seen the film, because you're not going to know what it is. All I'm going to say is, I'm flying! Okay. I got a Shazam coming in the mail, so he's going to have a buddy. Really kicking myself because when I was at FanX about a month ago, they had a Shazam Funko, and I almost bought it, but then I didn't buy it, and now I'm regretting it. So I'm just like, oh, I should have bought it at FanX, but I got one coming in the mail. I had to order it online, but that's okay. He's coming. He should pop up in a future video. Keep an eye out for him. So most of this stuff you've probably seen before, but I do have a new addition I added to my background, and I'm going to get out of the way so you can see it. And this is my Bugs Life poster. I've actually had this poster for probably almost a year, because when I started collecting posters, I was thinking about the posters I wanted, and I was thinking like, okay, either I want posters that really stand out, or something that, like, a poster that's like really iconic, or something like, hey, I really love this poster, or reflecting some of my favorite films. And A Bug's Life is Pixar's most underrated film. If you look on lists online and videos on the top Pixar films, or rating the Pixar films, and most of the time A Bug's Life is down at the bottom, or they'll be promoting a new Pixar film, or they're promoting stuff with Pixar or Disney, and Disney Pixar, and you don't see nothing with A Bug's Life. And Cars is more promoted than A Bug's Life, and that is a crime. I know a lot of kids love Cars. I got nephews that love cars, and but for my money, it's Bug's Life. Bug's Life is a great film, very underappreciated, very underrated, but I always loved this poster art where you just got the leaves and you've got the characters in there. I thought this was great poster art, and interestingly enough, they actually, on the original collector's edition DVD that came out about a year after the movie came out, and that one had the cover was this artwork, and again, kicking myself because I didn't foresee in the future. I remember being at Media Play. I don't know how many of you remember Media Play. Now it's FYE, for your entertainment, but Media Play was my favorite store. Books, movies, music. The closest we have to Media Play now is Barnes & Noble, and now Barnes & Noble is my favorite store. That was a tangent, but anyway, I remember years ago I was at Media Play and they had the collector's edition of Bug's Life DVD. I didn't have a DVD player yet. I didn't have anything to play it on, so I'm like, nope, I don't have a DVD, so I don't have anything to play it on, so I didn't get it. Dummy. Okay, so I should have seen in the foreseeable future, you're gonna get a DVD player eventually. Get it now, you can watch it later. Or I don't know if it would have driven me nuts having these DVDs that I couldn't play, but if I could have looked into the future and known that I would have bought it then and just waited until we got a DVD player to play it on. Anyway, that was a long tangent. So, fast forward, I eventually did get the Bug's Life DVD, but it had new cover artwork, which it was okay. It wasn't bad cover artwork, but not nearly as good as this. Okay? Fast forward again. Bug's Life gets put on Blu-ray. And once again, I don't have a Blu-ray player, so I haven't bought it yet. When I finally did get around to buying a Bug's Life, it had different artwork. Okay? The original Blu-ray artwork was, once again, this artwork, lovely artwork, and I buy it and the artwork has different artwork. So I still didn't have this image. So when I started collecting posters, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to look for that Bug's Life poster, and I'm just going to buy the poster. If I don't have the artwork on a DVD or a Blu-ray, I'm going to buy the poster. So I have the poster, and I love it. So yeah, a little tangent on A Bug's Life, but I think A Bug's Life deserves attention. So that's my video. Also, for anyone that sees this video, I am still seeking questions for a question and answer. Please leave questions below in the comments. Anything you want to know. There's so much. Like I said, I'm into geeky stuff. I'm into movies. Love movies. So the questions could be anything, as long as it doesn't get too personal, or some personal questions I might answer. It really depends on the question. I might see one that's like, okay, this is too personal. This hits too close to home. Oh, there goes my dinosaur. Sorry about that. Went off on a little tangent there and lost my train of thought. What I was going to say was, if a question hits too close to home, and I might decide not to answer it, but I might see a question that's personal and think like, okay, I'm okay with answering that. So please send in your questions. Back to the little tangent, because it was kind of a fun little tangent. Oh, there goes my dinosaur. By the way, for those that don't know, my dinosaur this is Fred. Okay? But it's actually, I'll admit it, I stole this from Once Upon a Mattress. I also love musicals, musical theater. I'm into theater, so you can ask theater questions. Short for Winifred. Just like Jurassic Park, where the dinosaurs are girls, Fred is a girl. So, and it's got that little group I was talking to. I belong from for my work. We about a month ago we did these little things that had these ribbons. They had these ribbons for the rainbow, and after we cleaned up, there was one on the floor, and I'm like, I'm gonna take one home as a souvenir. I think it's cool. And Fred, where's it now? I don't know if you can see that. So let's see. We got there we go. There we go. See, Fred is proud to wear the flag. By the way, I don't know Fred's sexuality. Fred has not told me. So, but Fred is very supportive. Fred is loud and proud. Or not. Fred is loud and proud. I'm loud and proud. Fred supports me. Fred supports me. That's what we're gonna say. No. Fred supports me. And this is Kevin F. Pope signing off.